Memory and forgetting. Introduction. Memory is basic principle of psychology. Memory determines all other mental processes, perception, learning, and intelligence based on memory. Memory and forgetting has been directly linked with mental health. In nursing, study of memory essential to execution of nursing services. Memory, detail going on. In brief, memory is essentially the capacity for storing and retrieving information. Three processes are available in memory: encoding, storage, and retrieval. All three of these processes determine whether something is remembered or forgotten. Meaning of memory. All learning implies remembering, called memory. Define memory. Memory defines the capacity to reproduce what is learned. Look at this picture. Parts of brain involved to memory. Look at this in green in color. Types of memory. In brief, the diverse type of memory each have their own particular mode of operation, but they all cooperate in the process of memorization and can be seen as three necessary steps in forming a lasting memory. This model of memory has a sequence of three stages, from sensory to short-term to long-term memory, rather than unitary process. Look at this flow chart. Human memory. Sensory memory less than 1 second. Short-term memory is maybe called as working memory, less than 1 minute. Long-term memory, long time. It's divided into two types: explicit memory, conscious; implicit memory, unconscious. It's into procedural memory, including skills, tasks. Explicit memory into declarative memory, including facts, events. It has been divided into two types: episodic memory, example events, experiences, and semantic memory, including facts, concepts, etc. First, explanation about sensory memory. It is the shortest term elements of memory. It is the ability to retain impressions of sensory information after the original stimuli have ended. Second, short-term memory acts as a kind of scratch pad for temporary recall of the information which is being processed at any point in time and has been referred to as the brain's post-it note. Third, long-term memory. It is obviously enough intended for storage of information over a long period of time, despite our everyday impressions of forgetting. It seems likely that long-term memory actually decays very little over time. Long-term memory is often divided into two. A explicit memory or declarative, knowing what is, memory of facts and events, and refers to those memories that can be consciously recalled or declared. B. Implicit or procedural memory, knowing how is the unconscious memory of skills and how to do things, particularly the use of objects or movements of the body, such as playing a guitar or riding a bike, etc. Fourth, episodic memory represents our memory of experiences and specific events in time in a serial form from which we can reconstruct the actual events that took place at any given point in our lives. Fifth one, retrospective memory. It is where the content to be remembered, people, birds, events, etc., is in the past, that is the recollection of past episodes. Other types and classifications: A. Incidental or intentional memory, closer attention to material memorized. B. Vivid memory, influence our behavior without our awareness. C. Observational memory or rote memory, objects, events, words, symbols. D. Semantic memory, meaning of things. E. Flash bulb memory, emotional events. What is semantic memory? It is a memory refers to a portion of long-term memory that processes ideas and concepts that are not drawn from personal experience. Semantic memory includes things that are common knowledge, such as the name of colors, the sound of letters, the capital of countries, etc. And their basic factors acquired over a lifetime. Example, information about what a cat is. What is somatic memory? Memory recall is related to our experience. Hearing a memorable song or smells a familiar aroma can cause strong emotions and sensations. Somatic memory is associated with specific events in one's life. Recall can also be generated by bodily states such as physiological arousal, heart rate, breathing patterns, emotional states, and even physical postures, etc. What is episodic memory? It is the memory of autobiographical events, times, places, associated emotions, and other contextual who, what, when, where, why knowledge that can be explicitly stated. It is the collection of past personal experiences that occurred at a particular time and place. Example, remember the birthday. What is storage chunks? The large meaningful unit we can find in the material presented to us. Such units called chunks. Capacity of short-term memory is 72 chunks. Process of memory. In brief, memory is the ability to encode, store, recall information. Additionally, the process of memory consolidation, which can be considered to be either part of encoding process or storage process. Look at this flow chart. Perception of stimuli, encoding, consolidation, storage, recall, retrieval. For more understanding, encoding, put into memory. Storage, store information. Retrieval, recovered the stored information. Explanation going on. First, encoding. It is a biological event beginning with perception through the senses. Memory begins with attention. Look at this flow chart. Sensory organs: eyes, sight; ears, sound; touch; attention, which is immediate memory; events, consolidation, working memory; and memory became a long term. Types of encoding. First, acoustic encoding. It is the processing and encoding of sound, birds, and other auditory input from storage and later retrieval. Second, visual encoding. It is the process of encoding images and visual sensory information. Third, tactile encoding. It is the encoding of how something feels, normally through the sense of touch. Fourth one, semantic memory. It is the process of encoding sensory input that has particular meaning or can be applied to particular context rather than deriving from particular sense. Second, consolidation. It is the process of stabilizing a memory trace after the initial acquisition. It may perhaps be thought of part of the process of encoding or of storage, or it may be considered as memory process in its own right. Third, storage is the more or less passive process of retaining information in the brain, whether in the sensory memory, the short-term memory, or the more permanent long-term memory. Fourth process of memory is recall or retrieval. Recall refers to the subsequent reassessing of events or information from the past which have been previously encoded and stored in the brain. In common dialect, it is known as remembering. Factors influence memory. A. Ability to retain. This depends upon good memory traces left in the brain by past experiences. B. Good health. A person with good health can retain the learned material better than a person with poor health. C. Age of the learner. Youngest can remember better than aged. D. Maturity. Very young children cannot retain and remember complex material. E. Will to remember. Willingness to remember helps for better retention. F. Intelligence. More intelligent person will have better memory than dull person. G. Interest. If a person has more interest, he will learn and retain better. H. Overlearning. Experiments have proved that overlearning will lead to better memory. I. Speed of learning. Quick learning leads to better retention. J. Meaningfulness of material. Meaningful materials remain in our memory for longer period than for nonsense material. K. Sleep or rest. Sleep or rest immediately after learning strengthens connections in the brain and helps for clear memory. Nature of memory. Memory is the process of retaining information over time. It occurs in three different phases or stages. The first phase of memory is called memory encoding. It is the process of getting or taking information. The second phase of memory is called memory storage. It is the process of keeping encoded information intact. Lastly, the third phase of memory is called memory retrieval. It is the process of remembering stored information as outputs. Retention can also be automatic to the point of becoming non-conscious. One has founded method of learning on this principle. A memory is inside conscious itself. Let us first consider voluntary recalling. Spontaneous recollection also takes the form of thought association. There is another spontaneous aspect of recollection, more intense and less usual, that we could call obsessive recollection. Hidden folds. Memory retains the past experiences of the conscious subject. Memory is not a part of consciousness. Imagination and memory are not the same thing. Theories of memory. theories that continue to guide our understanding of the functions of human memory. How do our memories store information? Why is it that we can recall a memory? And what purpose does forgetting information serve? Important theories of memory have been explained below. Types. First, two process theory of memory. Second, due coding and common coding theory of memory. Third, physiological theory of memory divided into physical theory of memory, chemical theory of memory, and biological theory of memory. Fourth, psychological theory of memory. It has been divided into associative theory of memory and behavioral theory of memory and cognitive theory of memory. Fifth, decay theory. First, we are going to deal with two process theory of memory. The theory assumes that information we have attained enters a limited short-term memory. Information to be encoded into short-term memory. The process of short-term memory into long-term memory. Look at this picture. Process of memory. Stimulation environment. Sensory storage. Filtering, selection. Short-term memory, STM, forgetting. Needed information, permanently analyze, classification of compressing and coding into memory long-term, LTM. Look at this other picture. Information from environment, sensory memory, transferred, short-term memory, transferred into long-term memory. Sensory memory, short-term memory may be forgotten, long-term memory retrieved. Second, dual coding and common coding theory of memory. The dual coding theory of memory was initially proposed by Pavlov in 1971, that the human mind operates with two distinct classes. First, mental representation or codes. Second, verbal representations and mental images. Human memory thus comprises two functionally independent, although interacting, systems or stores: verbal memory and image memory. Third, physiological theory of memory. This theory has been divided into three: physical theory, chemical theory, biological theory. First, physical theory of memory. According to this theory, nerves, impulses pass through a certain group of neurons, nerve cells, and invokes electrical and mechanical changes in points of their contact, leaving a physical trace. These changes let the following impulse follow the same route, thus enabling remembering or memorizing. Second, chemical theory of memory. Information is memorized due to chemical changes in nerve cells under the influence of various irritants. Neurons, proteins, nucleic acid are grouping. DNA, deoxyribonucleic acid, is considered the carrier of genetic memory. RNA, ribonucleic acid, the basic or basis of individual memory. Third, biological theory of memory. The first stage, a short reaction takes place in the brain about several seconds, which causes physiological changes. These changes are reversible and represent the mechanism of short-term memory. During the second biochemical stage, new proteins are formed. Fourth, psychological theory of memory. It has been divided into associative theory, behavioral theory, cognitive theory. First, associative theory. It originated from the idea of association, which means connection. The mechanism of association consists of building a link between impressions and certain logical structure, functional and symbiotic connection to other things. Second, behavioral theory of memory. According to this theory, behavior influence by memory. Due to this approach, psychology has developed various methods for measuring memory parameters. Achievements of this theory of memory help to establish programmed education and human engineering. Third, cognitive theory of memory. This theory is based on the computer metaphor. This idea proved to be so fruitful and the research results were so fascinating that almost all modern memory theories now use cognitive memory models to some extent. Fifth, on decay theory. Decay theory proposes that memory fades due to the mere passing of time. Information is therefore less available for later retrieval as time passes and memory, as well as memory strength, wears away. When we learn something new, a neurochemical memory trace is created. However, over time, trace slowly disintegrates. Remembering. When we remember, what is it that we are remembering? Meaning of remembering. Thought back to the mind. Think of again. To retain in the memory. Define remembering. Remembering has been defined as to recall with effort or think of again, to retain information in memory. Spontaneously recalling information stored in the memory. Kinds of remembering: reintegration, recall, recognition, relearning. First, detail about reintegration. The word reintegration means to reintegrate or re-establish an early experience on the basis of partial cues. Example, reintegrate your high school farewell only if something remind you of it. Second, recall. This is kind of remembering most easily tested in laboratory. The active recall method of some performance learned in the past. Recall score percentage of correct response. Third, recognition. We can recognize something we do maintain that it is familiar and that we have met some before. Sense of familiarity. Recognition score, right minus wrong divided by total into 100. Fourth one, relearning. Something may seem to be completely forgotten. It may be easier to learn the second time because was learned in the past. Tip of the tongue phenomenon. The situation that we know the things but are not able to recall its specific name or word is known as tip of the tongue state. Retrieval process. First, encoding, second, storage, third, retrieval. Look at this picture. Stages of memory, encoding, storage, retrieval. First, encoding implies transforming the sensory input into a form that can be processed by the memory system. There are three main ways in which information can be encoded. First, visual, picture. Second, acoustic, sound. Third, semantic, meaning. Second, storage. This concerns the nature of memory stores, where the information is stored, how long the memory lasts from, duration, how much can be stored at any time, capacity, and what kind of information is held. The way we store information, after the way we retrieve it. There has been a significant amount of research regarding the differences between short-term memory STM and long-term memory LTM, which requires transfer of encoding information into memory. Third, retrieval. This refers to getting information out storage. If we cannot remember something, it may be because we are unable to retrieve it. When we are asked to retrieve, locating memorized information when needed. Forgetting. Brief about forgetting or disremembering is the apparent loss or modification of information already encoded and stored in an individual's long-term memory. It is a spontaneous or gradual process in which old memories are unable to be recalled from memory storage. Forgetting also helps to recall the storage of adult information with old knowledge. Meaning, to be unable to remember. Definition: forgetting or retention loss refers to apparent loss of information already encoded and stored in an individual's long-term memory. It is a spontaneous or gradual process in which old memories are unable to be recalled from memory storage. Approaches to study of forgetting. First approach, decaying due to disuse. Second, blocking due to interference. Theories of forgetting. The theories of forgetting, three traditional theories. First, theory of interference. Second, theory of decay or disuse. Third, retrieval failure theory. Fourth, trace change theory. Fifth, motivational forgetting. Sixth, consolidation theory. Detail going on. First, theory of interference. It is not the time factor, but what happens between learning and recall that may cause forgetting. It implies theory of interference. It is two types. First, proactive inhabitation. Material learned earlier may interference with the recall of material learned later. Second, retroactive inhabitation. Intervening activities between learning of material and attempt to recall it interfere with retention of material. Look at this picture. Proactive interference in green in color, retroactive interference in red in color. It's a time. Second, theory of decay or disuse. According to this theory, forgetting occurs because of fading away or decay of memory, tracing in the brain created by learning with passage of time, during which the material was never put into use. Look at this picture. x-axis time, y-axis percentage of syllabus remembered. So time elapse. Third, retrievable failure theory. We cannot recall the name of the friend whom we know well. This phenomenon is called tip of the tongue. Emotional disturbances due to fear, anxiety also paralyzes recall. Fourth, trace change theory. This theory grew from research on perception. It has provided evidence that one memory of what has been seen tend to change in specific ways. Fifth, motivational forgetting. Unconscious forgetting. Motivated forgetting is a theoretized psychological behavior in which people may forget unwanted memories, either consciously or unconsciously. Sixth, consolidation theory. It is new explanation of forgetting. It emphasizes the importance of undisturbed period for memory trace to become durable and permanent. Retrograde amnesia or backward forgetting support the consolidation theory. Types of forgetting. Memory is not static. How you remember an event depends on a large number of variables. Detail about types of forgetting. First, trace decay forgetting. The trace decay forgetting states that all memories fade automatically as functions of time. Second, interference forgetting. Under interference, transience occurs because all memories interfere with the ability to recall other memories. Third, proactive forgetting. Old information inhibits the ability to remember new information. Fourth one, retroactive forgetting. Old memories are changed by new one. Fifth, cue dependent forgetting. Not only recorded all sensory data, we also store our mood and emotional state, including semantic cues, state dependent cues, context dependent cues, and depends on the environment and situation. Sixth type, absent mindedness. Attention and memory are closely related. An absent mindedness involves problem at the point where attention and memory interface. 7. Blocking. Blocking is when the brain tries to retrieve or encode information, but another memory interferes with it. According to social psychology, first, repressive arousal. This is the type used by government or states to remove the image or an event from someone's mind by completely getting rid of every artifact that remind anyone of the image or the event. Second, prescriptive forgetting. This type of forgetting is an act of state. It does not depend on one person forgetting, but act as a collective forgetting, where all members of a party decide on forgetting a specific memory in order to continue to function more efficiently. Third, forgetting that is constitutive in the formation of a new identity. This type refers to the idea of forgetting the past identity in order to continue to live with the new one. Fourth type, structural amnesia. This type of states that a person only remembers those people who are socially important. This was discovered by John Brands in his writing of genealogy. Fifth, forgetting as annulment. This type of forgetting results from surplus of information, where useless information is discarded. Sixth one, forgetting as planned obsolescence. This type of forgetting happens when a product or any types of good has a limited functionality. Seventh, forgetting as humiliated silence. Humiliated silence takes place when a mishap occurs, resulting in embarrassment that is favored to be forgotten. Twelfth section, measurement of memory. The four ways to forgetting can be measured are as follows. A. Free recall. It is a basic paradigm used to study human memory. In a free recall task, a subject is presented a list of to be remembered items, one at a time. B. Prompt cued recall. It is a slight variation of free recall that consists of presenting hints or prompt increase the likelihood that the behavior will be produced. C. Relearning method. This method measures forgetting by the amount of training required to reach the previous level of performance. Memorize the list of nonsensical syllables until he could repeat the list to time without error. D. Recognition or recall memory. For this type of measurement, a participant has to identify material that was previously learned. The participant is asked to remember a list of material. Signs of good memory: rapidity, speed of recall; accuracy, correct knowledge, remember; length of time, long or any time, remember; promptness of retrieval, easy to bring back; serviceableness, right thing, right place. Methods to improve memory: by first the method of loci, second mnemonic, third stories you tell yourself, fourth remembering names and faces, fifth chunking, sixth dual encoding system, seventh self reaction during practice. Explanation about the method of loci. The word loci means places. Visualized clearly items in specific location to serve as memory traces, forming visible images, verbal material into images. Second, mnemonic. The word mnemonic comes from Greek, word from memory. The remainder cures are called wigs. Example: Vibgyor, red, orange, yellow, green, blue, indigo, violet. Number 1 to 10. Think of word that rhymes. 1 is burn, 2 is sue, 3 is tree, 4 is door, etc. Other examples: droplet, spider, S for sepsis, P for pneumonia, I for influenza, D for diphtheria, E for epiglottitis, R for rubella, M for mumps, and for adenovirus. For example, functions of the kidney: a wet bed, A for acid base balance, W for water removal, E for erythropoiesis, T for toxin removal, B for blood pressure control, E for electrolyte balance, D for vitamin D activation. Third, stories you tell yourself to remember unrelated items. Related, the item made up of stories. Fourth, remembering names and faces. Swear to hear the name, repeat the name, split it, rehearse the name. Fifth method, chunking, is a technique, illustrates systematic way of encoding information to remember cell phone number, break number into chunks. Example 98402278. Split into 98402278. Sixth one, dual encoding system. Encoding information into memory involves two separate processes. There are two types of systems. First, non-verbal imagery process. Second, verbal symbolic process. Right cerebral hemisphere play an important role in image process. Left hemisphere, verbal symbolic process. Seventh method, self-reaction during practice. Self-reaction increase retention. Example, pre-reading the assignment 4 times. Study to remember. Planning, rehearsal, organization, feedback, review. Abnormalities in memory. Memory disorders can be ranged from mild to severe, but they all result from some kind of neurological factors, thus hindering the storage, retention, and recollection of memories. First abnormality, transience. This is the tendency to forget facts or events over time. Second, absent-mindedness. This type of forgetting causes when you does not pay close enough attention. Third, blocking. Someone asks you a question and the answer is right on the tip of your tongue. Fourth, misattribution occurs when you remember something accurately in part but misattribute some detail like the time, place, or person involved. Fifth abnormality, suggestibility. It is the vulnerability of your memory to the power of suggestion. Sixth, bias. In your memory, your perceptions are filtered by your personal bias, experiences, belief, prior knowledge, and even your mood at the moment. Seventh, persistency. The persistency of memories of traumatic events, negative feelings, and ongoing fears is another form of memory problem. Amnesia. What is amnesia? Meaning. The term amnesia refers to loss of memory. Amnesia is king of forgetting. Amnesia more general disease of memory. Define amnesia. It is the inability to recall past events, It can result from physical trauma such as being in an accident and getting a blow to head, or from psychological problems. Types: psychological amnesia, including childhood amnesia, dream amnesia, defensive amnesia. Second, biological amnesia, including transient global amnesia, marijuana, alcohol amnesia. Third, disease of brain, including senile dementia, primary degenerative dementia. Fourth, other types, including anterograde amnesia, retrograde amnesia, dissociative amnesia. First, explanation about psychological amnesia. A childhood amnesia, Freud 1938 used the repression concept to account for childhood amnesia. He said that we are unable to retrieve childhood memories because they are associated with forbidden, guilt, arising, sexual and aggressive urges, the thought characterized by early childhood. B. Dream amnesia. The discussed urge dreams have the capacity to generate some guilt or anxiety feeling. Hence, they are forgotten. See defensive amnesia. This form of amnesia may have forgotten their names, where they have come from, important details for their past lives, is called defensive amnesia. It's a way of protecting oneself from the guilt and intolerable life situation. Second, biological amnesia. Explanation. A. Transient global amnesia, TGA. In this type of amnesia, there is temporary impairment in an otherwise healthy person's memory. During this period of amnesia, the person is unable to recall recent occurrences, visuals or verbal information for more than a couple of minutes. Patients retain their identities, immediate recall abilities, distant memories, attention span, language functions, visual, spatial, and social skills. Causes of TGA remains controversial. They include emotional stress, strenuous physical extinction, transient ischemic attack, a ministry. B. Marijuana alcohol amnesia. When marijuana relatively take high dose, heavy drinking, vitamin B deficiency, other chemical imbalance in irreversible brain damage and pattern of symptoms known as Creutzfeldt syndrome. Third, disease of brain. A. Senile dementia, The word senile refers to defects, intellectual ability, and B. Primary degenerative dementia. The symptoms often in being middle age. Alzheimer's disease is a form of primary degenerative dementia. Other types: anterograde, retrograde, dissociative. A. Anterograde amnesia happens as a result of brain trauma that involves the hippocampus, fornix, or mammillary bodies. B. Retrograde amnesia. In this form of amnesia, the affected individual will be unable to recollect events that occurred before the amnesia set in. The condition is caused either by disease or a brain injury, especially in areas linked with episodic memory, the hippocampus and the median temporal lobes. C. Dissociative amnesia. It is a condition in which the patient is unable to remember vital personal information in a way that has nothing to do with normal forgetfulness. It is commonly seen in individuals who have witnessed a violent crime or a grave accident and does not occur due to a medical illness. Subtypes includes: first, generalized amnesia, then the amnesia involves the person's whole life. Second, localized amnesia, no memory of specific traumatic event that took place. Third, selective amnesia, remembers only selective parts of events that occurred in a defined period of time. Fourth, systematized amnesia, memory loss regarding a specific category of information. Memory versus health and sickness. The memory is primary principle of other mental process. Health status determined by memory of a person. Stress related to memory. Memory is primary factor of non-communicable diseases, lead to other mental health disorders such as depression, dementia, Alzheimer's diseases. Look at this brain. PET scan, healthier brain, PET scan, brain with Alzheimer's disease. Memory during sickness. Memory may decline during sickness. During the sickness, healthcare professionals assess memory of the client. Side effect of pharmacological medicine is decrease memory. During surgery and medical rehabilitation, narcotic and hallucinogens disturb the memory of ill person. Concept of memory, its implication in nursing. Nursing assessment diagnoses the abnormalities in memory such as amnesia. Better care give to the client. Comprehensive treatment provide to client. Formulate nursing care plan. Build a better relationship. Nursing education to educate the student nurses. Nursing management. Forgetting versus health and sickness. Forgetting and remembering doing interrelated role to determine health status of individuals. Mental health or mental hygiene established by the forgetting and remembering. Cause root of non-communicable disease is stress. Stress and depression directly linked with forgetting and remembering. Forgetting and remembering during sickness. During the sickness, hard to remember due to intensity of diseases. Narcotic drugs influence forgetting during sickness. In the time of rehabilitation, remember the method of treatment by the client. Pain management during sickness. Chronic disease management. Forgetting and remembering, its implication in nursing. Nursing assessment, nurse assess the forgetting and remembering of the client to diagnosis the abnormalities in memory such as amnesia. Comprehensive treatment provide client. Better care give to client. Client oriented care. Formulate nursing care plan. Cure the mental health problems. Nursing education. Educate the student nurses and measure the mental status and memory of the students. Nursing management. Manage the nursing services and assess the subordinate nurses. Better nursing plan. The nursing research. Build better relationship between client and healthcare professionals and among the healthcare team. Uses a psychological medicine. The memory is a medicine to control the diseases. Pleasant memories promote health. Apply to specialty nursing. Maternal health nursing. The nurses has been assessed the mental status of the client. Child health nursing. Nurses has been measure memory of the children's and treatment for memory problems. Medical surgical nursing. The memory and forgetting is a fundamental knowledge. Then mental health nursing. This is a important knowledge to identify various mental illness. Then community health nursing. Also this knowledge should be applicable. Conclusion. Hence, concepts such as memory, forgetting, remembering affect or influence health status of people and individuals. So, memory and forgetting and remembering used to promote intellectual development and maintain mental hygiene. It is used as a psychological medicine. The memory is used to solve various mental health problems and treat various mental illness, also control various physical illness. It is essential to apply to nursing in every aspect of nursing, including care, cure, prevention, promotion, rehabilitation. It is used to solve problems, mainly concerning healthcare problems. It has been used to promote mental as well as physical health. Also, it's used to promote social well-being. Review questions. Define following: memory, storage chunks, episodic memory, thematic memory, remembering, forgetting, amnesia. Answer briefly: kinds of memory, process of memory, stages of good memory, theories of memory, kinds of remembering. Retrieval process, approaches to study of forgetting, theories of forgetting, types of forgetting, methods to improving memory, types of amnesia. Short notes on memory, stages of memory, signs of good memory, nature of memory, theories of memory. Remembering, kinds of remembering, retrieval process, forgetting. Theories of forgetting, types of forgetting, methods to improving memory, amnesia. Memory during health and sickness, forgetting during health and sickness, concept of memory, its implication in nursing, forgetting and remembering, its implication in nursing. Essay on define memory, discuss theories of memory, its implication in nursing. Define forgetting, elucidate theories of forgetting, its application in health and nursing. Define amnesia, explain each types, its application on health. Thank you. Have a wonderful day.